Welcome everybody. We are hopping right into the Xbox Developer Direct. It's going to be basically a showcase of games we already know about, but more information on them. Things like Redfall, Forza, Minecraft Legends, and many other games, except Starfield. They made it very known that they weren't going to talk about Starfield and make that a separate event, but after a pretty slow start to January, everyone coming back from the holiday, totally understandable. After that slow start, we are ramping up the Developer Direct and getting geared up for a very busy February and March in gaming. And from what it sounds like, from what I'm assuming here, we're probably going to get some release dates as well. So what's already going to be a very busy spring could be even busier as we find out more about these upcoming games. So without further ado, let's go. Oh, we're jumping right into Forza. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, they're teasing everybody. Okay, because that's Elder Scrolls. Mojang. I'm loving the cuts. I'm loving the edits so far. They're getting me excited. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, turn 10, I love you. It's gonna be a party. That was a lot of people. Kicking off 2023. Direct from the devs themselves. 5 big games. Ooh, I got chills. So we've got Redfall, we've got Minecraft Legends, Tango Gameworks Redacted. What do we got going on? All right, hopping into Minecraft. Say what you want about Minecraft. If you've never played it, don't knock it until you try it. I was one of those people where it's like...
I'm Dennis Reese, executive producer of Minecraft Legends. And today, we'd like to give you an insider's look at how we're building the PvP multiplayer experience for the game.
PvP is going to be
Legends is a new action strategy game set in a lush, dynamic world. It introduces epic storytelling, and you can form alliances with new and familiar Minecraft mobs to stop the invading piglins.
Minecraft Legends will let you play the story-driven campaign as an online co-op experience together with your friends.
Okay.
And it will also feature a PvP gameplay mode where 2 teams with up to 4 players each works to destroy the opponent's team space.
So it's almost...
The game will support cross-platform play and online matchmaking.
Oh my gosh.
In order to create the best possible experience, we've partnered with Blackbird Interactive to develop the game. And it's been wonderful to see their commitment and focus on the Minecraft universe.
It's so much fun to be working with Mojang Studios on Minecraft Legends.
Here at Blackbird Interactive, we have a talented team of developers who are using our background in strategy games to bring a new and exciting experience to the Minecraft universe.
We're super excited to share more details about PvP gameplay.
Get him out of here, get him out of here.
Oh, I'm so excited.
There are some really cool features that make PvP unique.
First off, players share their army and resources with their team. This means that individual players aren't able to win on their own. They must cooperate to be successful.
Okay.
Communication is really important, and you can sort of really tell the teams that gel together because they naturally form roles at the beginning of the game, and as soon as we start, you're off collecting, I start building. We have our favorite roles, but we change them up.
Also, the world in PvP is procedurally generated, just like it is in campaign.
Oh, hell yeah.
This means that each PvP session is different than the last.
I love that.
That it's different every time you play, depending on how the map is generated, where the valleys are, the mountains are, where the secrets are, you know.
So that's actually awesome because procedural generated isn't necessarily something that has to be in every game, but with a game like Minecraft where everything's being built and excavated, it's a lot of give and take from resources. You're taking resources from the map and using it, repurposing it for a greater use for yourself. And so having procedurally generated maps will be awesome for this kind of game mode because of the ability to harvest resources. So you might be like, hey, we're in a bad spot. We don't have stone. We don't have a very Like, we don't have materials that are going to make our castle strong. So we have to maybe venture out further to get those resources, or bite the bullet and have a weaker structured castle, fort, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm really digging this PvP aspect. I thought this was going to be straight story driven, straight PvE, and just Mojang and Minecraft diving into the storytelling side of things. But it sounds like it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of kind of Warcraft like 2 and 3 mixed with like kind of the Minecraft world. And I'm really excited for this. One thing I meant to get done say earlier, if you've never played Minecraft, do not knock it before you try it. I was one of those people that was like, how could you like these blocky looking games? What do you even do in it? There's not even a point in the game. And it is the most therapeutic game I've ever played. I actually love Minecraft. I was totally converted. I was mildly like upset I hadn't done it sooner. So if you haven't tried Minecraft, don't knock it till you try it.
Where the towers are.
In Minecraft Legends, the piglins are an ever-present threat, and this includes PvP.
The piglins are on their own side.
The damn piglins.
They're trying to kill both of you at the same time.
That's awesome.
So the opposing team
there's
is
a
not the only
PvE
thing you need
element.
to worry about.
Beware of the piglins.
In PvP, there's something for everyone. For players who like action, they can go attack the piglins or lay siege to the enemy base. For players who enjoy exploration, they can search the world to find resources for their team, hidden treasure chests, or scout the enemy base.
Gathering
That's
resources
awesome.
to help the team out, that's super important. But whenever I get into a PvP match, the first thing I try to do is to track down the Regal Tiger. It's my favorite mob to ride because it's really fast, but it's also really cute.
That's
For
awesome
players
that you
who
have
like
mounts.
building, you can spend your time building defenses and upgrading your base, because soon enough your enemy will attack and you need to be ready.
So the first thing I do when we start is everyone runs off. I open the map, see where the enemy base is. First thing I build is what we call an upgrade tower, where it allows you to build upgrades. So I place that at the back, away from the enemy. So I really pride myself in making, impenetrable bases.
Since the goal of PvP is to destroy the opposing team's base, defending your own base is really important. You have to start with a lot of walls, a lot of towers, and some gates.
Oh
that,
my
you can just add
gosh,
whatever
I'm
you
getting
want,
more and more
freestyle a
excited.
bit. I like to add different layers of walls, so my opponents have to find their way through to my base,
It's like a
almost like a
maze.
maze.
That's
And
awesome.
then once those walls are up, I like to actually hide my ice traps behind them to catch enemies off guard.
When it comes time to finally take out the other team, my
Dang.
favorite strategy is to make a forward camp just outside the enemy base. Then I get the biggest,
forward
strongest mobs I can as fast as I can and start sending them in. Then I can smash down the walls, take out their mobs, and claim victory.
The real fun of PvP is creating a strategy, having a game plan, deciding how you think you're going to crush the enemy, and then all of a sudden the hosts tell you,
the opposing team just built a redstone launcher.
and you're like, I can't do my attack now. I've got to like build an anti-siege tower, which is an anti-air tower, to stop the redstone launchers. You just have to be constantly changing your tactics. And sometimes you like have no idea what they're doing. And then you certainly find out very quickly.
So this game's going to be deep with some tactics.
A while back, we had somebody on our dev team use a strategy where they built a bunch of what are called plank golems, which are archers. So they're very weak, but they do a high amount of damage. And he had 40 of them, and he just ran through our base, ran around our tower, and took out our entire tower with such a simple strategy.
And that's why we still love playing it every day, because every game
you can learn
is
something
different.
new.
You never know what's going to happen.
So the beauty of this level of nuance and strategy in a game that doesn't seem like it should have this much nuance and strategy is whatever the devs think they know how the game's going to be played. And this isn't a knock on the devs. This happens across the board in video games. You can only play test so much before giving it to the public and realizing like, oh, we never realized that that could be done. And players break games all the time. It's why metas change. It's why characters get reworked in games. It's a very common thing. And I cannot wait to see how this game, I can't wait to see what kind of tactics that the community creates with this game, with the level of nuance involved. It doesn't seem like this is going to be a game that's very it doesn't feel like a rock, paper, scissors type situation where, oh, if they're doing this, just do this. Or, oh, if they're doing that, do this over here. It seems like it's very much going to be a lot of adapting and a lot of learning through trial by fire. Like you might learn, it feels like it's going to be a little bit like chess where you're like, oh, I've never seen that move before. And you add it to your repertoire and then start to work things in. And I guarantee you there are going to be some high level strategies and plans that get put together by the community with the level of nuance that this game is perceived to have. Oh, this is going to be great. And that's just the PvP side. That's just the PvP side. April 18th. They gave it a date. Well, there you go. Spring just got busier. April 18th. Spring just got busier. I can't imagine any of these. Based on that, I have a feeling we're going to get release dates for all of these. Yeah, here we go. April 18th. Here. Let's go! I'll be the first one to admit I am the biggest Forza fan. I love the Forza series. I love the Horizon. I love the Motorsport. And I have been beyond ready for this.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Sasaki, and welcome to
hey,
Turn
Chris.
10 Studios. The team is hard at work bringing you the next generation of Forza Motorsport, built from the ground up to take advantage of the Xbox Series consoles.
Yep.
This is the most technically advanced racing game ever made.
Yep.
Today,
100%.
I'm joined by some of our amazing team members to show you how we are making it look real, sound real, and feel real.
Please give us a release date.
This is Forza Motorsport.
The sounds.
At launch, Forza Motorsport features over 500 cars for you to collect, race, and customize with more than 800 unique upgrades. This includes over 100 new to motorsport cars and the most modern race cars we've ever featured on
100 new cars to motorsport.
Racing is violent. It's a battle on the racetrack. The advancements in our physics model are greater than Forza Motorsport 5, 6, and 7 combined. This makes our driving experience more fun and rewarding in the way the car accelerates corners.
You can even see the brake calipers getting hot.
Materials and shaders are built from the ground up at higher resolutions and optimized for a cutting-edge ray tracing experience.
I just want to lick it.
Our paints are sourced using a spectrophotometer to capture multiple data points of light behavior on a surface. This yields a paint model that has a much more realistic light response across color, metal flake, and gloss. Damage and dirt buildup is unique to each car. It's now contextually aware and more localized. We simulate paint thickness, chipping, and directionality. Dirt accumulation is more realistic, gathering more in the low-pressure areas like recesses and alcoves. These innovations tell the story of the work you put into a race and reflects the marks and battle scars of motorsport.
That's awesome. It's little details like that that make a big difference.
And the first to be mixed.
Before we get into the audio of this game, the visuals alone, while visuals aren't everything, when it comes to simulation-style games, I think graphics are very important. And because it's a sim, you're simulating the real thing. So the closest you can get to looking like the real thing, acting like the real thing, feeling like the real thing, it just adds to that immersion. It adds to that feeling like you're driving a Corvette, like you're driving a Maserati, like you're driving a Honda S2000. You can see the dirt buildup. You can see the paint chipping. You can see the wear and tear on different cars. It's all those little things that add up to the big picture that truly make a sim racer feel like a sim racer. And not that other games like Gran Turismo don't have things like that, but it feels like Forza is taking it to that next level. And they're also going all in on new engine, new everything, just for next gen to basically take this to the frontier of what is to come in the coming years. So
natively for immersive audio formats like Windows Sonic and Dolby Atmos. To create an immersive soundscape, each audio system has been rebuilt from the ground up to deliver
Good.
a new level of sonic depth and authenticity for our
That
players.
was
Modifying
very
car
much
parts
needed.
like your exhaust and turbo change the car sounds in Forza Motorsport, just like it would in the real.
Good.
Every car now has a variety of sound possibilities based on the parts you've installed.
Hell yeah.
Hardware accelerated convolution reverb accurately reproduces how sounds in Forza interact within an acoustic space, dynamically adapting to its surroundings and creating a realistic and detailed soundscape. New features like our regional track
the
and rumble
rumble
system
strips.
and improved tire and suspension audio bring a new level of realism to the game. Hear Forza Motorsport like never before. Every tire squeal, every engine, lap after lap.
So, one of Forza's biggest knocks, and I 100% endorse this, their audio wasn't necessarily true to every car. They had different sounding cars, but they weren't necessarily accurate to the respective car that they were doing it to. And it was very much similar where if you made changes to your car, it didn't really affect the sound of the car. And some cars, it was very obvious that that was not how the car was supposed to sound. Now, it sounds like they heard that loud and clear. I said sound a bunch there. They heard it loud and clear, and it seems like they now are taking it very serious. And not that it didn't take it seriously, but it seems like they are hyper focused on making sure every car sounds how it should. And when you make changes to it, those changes are not only visually affected, but audibly affected as well. I'm so ready.
Forza Motorsport launches with 20 environments, built from the ground up for this generation. You'll get to race on iconic fan favorites, as well as 5 all-new to Motorsport locations, including our first in South Africa, Kyalami.
Okay.
We capture our environments to an incredible level of detail. When we reference a track, our team comes back with over 3 terabytes of highly detailed photogrammetry and laser scan data. Through the power of the Xbox Series consoles, we're able to use this data to draw up to 10 times more detail than previous generations. You'll see lush trees, dense grass and overgrowth vegetation, animated track life, physically based lighting and volumetric fog effects, and a fully procedural cloud system that evolves organically. Tracks look alive, sound alive, and feel alive with cutting-edge visuals and crowds consisting of tens of thousands of fully animated 3D spectators, so you're always immersed in the pure spectacle of racing.
Let's
For the
go.
first time in Forza Motorsport, fully dynamic time of day with weather ensures a constantly evolving racing experience where no 2 laps ever look the same.
Oh my
Meanwhile, dynamic track temperatures, wet driving surfaces, and rubbering in ensure that no 2 laps ever play the same. I love the detail our talented team of artists have built into Kyalami.
Oh, the
Fast forward
sounds.
to night, and the vista is truly breathtaking. You can see the distant light glows of the city, a beautiful visual touch. Even the Kyalami logo itself creates visual impact every time you see it, thanks to ray-traced global illumination, which simulates how hundreds of thousands of light rays accumulate color as they bounce between surfaces. We're rendering all our environments in 4K at 60 FPS with real-time ray tracing on track to create true-to-life reflections on all smooth mirror and flat glass surfaces. With the incredible detail and rendering features of our track environments, Forza Motorsport is truly a generational leap ahead with unmatched visual fidelity and authenticity.
I'm clapping because there's so many games that come out where it's like you either get 4K or you get 60, but not both. A lot of times it's like you can get 1080 60 or 4K 30. Or if you want performance, you got to drop ray tracing. It sounds like this is going to be one of the first times I can recall, unless it's just like, you know, slick marketing lingo to make it sound like it's all together and not have to be a choice. If you don't have to pick between the two, and this is just, you get everything, this is the game, you don't have to pick between performance and quality, that will be, in my opinion, kind of a breaking through point for the next gen consoles. So that's why I was clapping. Hearing 4K 60 alone, even if there's not ray tracing, 4K 60 is so good, so good. And I know other games have done 4K 60, but it's very common to see 1080 60 and 4K 30. So now that we're getting 4K 60, I couldn't help but clap. I had to clap. I'm so excited. I can't speak highly enough about a game that hasn't come out yet, but just with the pedigree that they have, the history that they have of creating great games, I can't help but feel like this is going to be amazing. The presentation is something that I felt was very lacking in Gran Turismo 7, and this is why I think it could have been better, is seeing stuff like this, seeing the cities out in the background, seeing true crowds, seeing tracks with overgrowth and things that make it feel like you're actually there is what makes it a true sim racer. In Gran Turismo 7, a great sim racer, don't get me wrong, but the tracks felt stale. The tracks didn't feel part of the personality, whereas here, the tracks very much feel part of the personality of the game, the races, the environments, the weather. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Forza Motorsport is back. And it's our most comprehensive game ever, with over 500 cars and 20 environments.
Give us a release date.
With more new race cars than ever before. You can experience all of this in our incredible new online racing mode and in our all-new car-building focused single-player career. We cannot wait for you to get your hands on this incredible game.
Win. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed if you don't give me a date. Give us a date. Why won't you give us a date? It's probably not till fall then. Damn. Redacted, here we go.
Yep, that's me. And you're probably wondering how I ended up here. Well, it's pretty standard.
Why does that voice sound so familiar?
Check this out. Music player in my chest. It's powering up my new robot arm. Oh. It's making everything sync up with the beat. Let's rock.
Wait a minute. Is this a Jet Set game?
That's the defect.
Is this a Jet Set game?
What the hell am I looking at?
The name's Chai, not Defect.
Is this the guy?
We'll take down this company, one boss at a time.
I'm loving
So
the
you
cell
know,
shading.
They're insane.
I got a lot to keep me swinging. Oh. From the makers of The Evil Within? What?
Ready for more?
Hi-Fi Rush.
Rockstar.
Future Rockstar.
I'm Shinji Mikami.
That's exciting.
At Tang Gameworks. Thank you for all your support over the years.
And I'm John Johannes, director on Hi-Fi Rush.
I'm loving the art style.
まあね、このゲームを僕が作ってたらもう全然違う。
I never would have thought a game like this.
だけどこういうゲームがね、
I'm really
生まれて
excited
本
for
当に良か
what
っ
the
たね。
for what the team has created.
So everyone thinks of us as putting out horror games like The Evil Within or spooky games like Ghostwire Tokyo, but this is clearly something totally different. And if this game hasn't already leaked, fingers crossed, we hope it's a pleasant surprise.
It's a surprise to me.
Let's have some fun.
まあ僕はね、本当に
Well, I'm excited for something new.
未だにワクワクしてるよ。
でもチームもみんな
The whole team is
そう思ってますよ。
excited too.
So we've been waiting for this for a long time. So let's jump in and explain exactly what Hi-Fi Rush is.
If I had to guess, it's giving off like Sunset Overdrive kind of vibes, and that is a very good thing.
Hi-Fi Rush is a rhythm action game, so it's a bit of a twist on your traditional action game. Here, your moves and attacks help create a living soundtrack. That means all your
Hell
flashy moves, stylish and devastating combos add a layer to the music. The more you flow with the beat, the better you can connect your attacks and abilities. You are in total control during combat, but everything you do syncs up like an awesome music video.
Let's go.
That's Hi-Fi Rush.
Okay.
You play as Chai, a wannabe rock star and victim of a weird corporate experiment that lets him sense the rhythm of the entire world pulsing to the game's soundtrack.
So the soundtrack's gonna be very important.
As you can see, the beat moves the world around you and is the key to combat.
You looking for me?
Your attacks will automatically
That's actually
sync
really
to
cool.
land on the beat, making Hi-Fi Rush a super easy game to start playing.
What a hard game
However,
to master.
attacking on the beat leads to combos that end with a musical countdown we call a beat hit. Think a big cymbal crash at the end of a drum solo, like this. Landing beat hits unleash a combo finish that adds a unique musical flair and high damage attacks.
Okay.
The crowd goes wild.
Chai! 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 Chai!
Oh, anyone see the guy that did this?
How about we see it all in action?
Bring it on.
You're never restrained by the music. You can jump, dodge, parry, and attack whenever you want, using whatever attacks you want. It's not about mashing buttons. The key here is feeling the beat.
Okay. So you very much gotta stay on the rhythm, or focus on rhythm.
Your progress isn't blocked by missing the beat, but you get rewarded musically and mechanically for staying in rhythm.
Good. Okay. I like that. I like that you don't get punished for not staying on
When we
beat
say everything
because
moves to the beat, we mean
staying
it.
on
Enemy
beat is harder
attacks,
than you'd think.
Cutscenes, dangerous obstacles, you name it. It all syncs to the music, creating an ongoing jam session of a game.
That's awesome.
To help out is 808, your robot cat companion who literally hovers over your shoulder and helps you find that rhythm. But we also have visual guides to help you even more.
Okay.
We want you to be able to enjoy Hi-Fi Rush, whether you're a rhythm pro or not.
I look so cool doing this.
Chai also gets by with a little help from his friends. Literally.
Get up, slacker. We've got work to do.
Chai will team up with unlikely allies who expand his repertoire of moves both in and out of combat. There's Peppermint breaking barriers and juggling enemies, along with Macaron smashing enemy armor and knocking back enemies. Tag teaming with Chai's partners and attacks opens up huge possibilities for dynamic combos and over-the-top action.
That's not bad.
The extra help is handy, because when you're not fighting, you're going to be running around and wreaking havoc all over Vandelay's corporate headquarters, where everything is trying to take you down. You and your partners have a singular goal in mind: taking down the bosses of Vandelay Technologies. Besides wanting to erase Chai for being a defect, it seems they've got something a little bit more sinister on their corporate agenda. You'll fight through each department to take them all on, each level with their own musical spin on the rock genre. And then we have a showdown.
So let's get ready to crumble.
Boss battles are climactic set pieces, varying from straight-up fights and musical minigames to chase sequences. Custom choreographed with licensed music.
Okay, so there is a ton. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was all going to be original, if they were going to license
Hi-Fi
some
Rush is
music.
like nothing we've made at Tango before. And we think it's like nothing you've ever played before either. It's a high-energy, feel-good rhythm action experience that's amazingly satisfying to play.
Oh. I love music, so being able to play the music is going to be so fun and satisfying. 2, gonna say coming in 2024 or something.
もしね、ハイファイラッシ
I
ュ
don't think
で
anyone would
お
say
客さんから
Hi-Fi Rush is too
怖いって言われ
scary.
たら俺
If so,
もう死んじゃうか
I'm
も
doomed.
まあ他にもびっくりさせること
And
あ
I
ると思うん
understand
だけ
you
ど、
have a few more
例えば猫
surprises.
とか
For
撫でた
example,
りするの。
you can pet the
いやそれ
cat,
は当
right?
たり前でしょうね
Pet the kitty.
でももう一つのサプライズはありま
The
す
other real
まあ
surprise.
これはジョンのゲームだからジョンからどうぞ。
Oh my God, is it coming out like tomorrow?
So, not only are we super psyched for you to play this, we're happy to tell you that you can play Hi-Fi Rush tonight. Not a demo, the full game.
Yo!
It launches on Xbox and PC a few hours after the show, and yes, it will be on Game Pass as well.
Let's go!
Yeah, that's good. Super psyched.
Let's go! Holy, I was like, this is gonna be like 2024. And they're like, oh, by the way, here you go. The game's coming out today.
Looking for me?
Get him! And it's Game Pass? Oh. Well, I know what I'm playing later today.
Does that mean I have to fight?
I believe it does, sir. How about...
This is entertaining. You're going out.
You're going out.
Trash. Here's your Project Armstrong pass. And welcome to Vandalay campus.
Yes!
I cannot believe that they kept that tight to chest. I hadn't heard anything about it. Didn't know anything about it. I cannot believe they kept that so well under wraps. All right, I assume they're going to save Arcane for last. Yeah, they're going to save Redfall for last. Okay, so as disappointed as I am that they didn't give me a Forza date, it's just because I want to play it so bad. If they don't give a Redfall date, I'm going to start getting a little worried. Because that means this game's going to keep getting delayed. Ooh.
Welcome to Hunt Valley, Maryland, and the headquarters of ZeniMax Online Studios. You just saw a cinematic teaser for the Elder Scrolls Online's next chapter. I'm pleased to reveal ESO Necrom, which will launch in June and is shaping up to be one of the best updates to the game ever.
Okay.
If you watch the teaser closely, you saw that Necrom will include one of the most requested features in ESO, a new playable class called the Arcanist. It's only our third new class since launch, and we know you're going to love it.
Wow.
The Arcanist wields magic influenced by forbidden knowledge and has unique abilities never before seen in this world. Of course, the experience of exploring a new area of Tamriel is the heart of every ESO chapter. Necrom will unfold in Eastern Morrowind,
that map is
not
huge.
seen in an Elder Scrolls game since 1994, where you will meet new characters and enemies, reunite with some old friends, and explore a story based around the return of a well-known Daedric prince you just might remember from the Dragonborn Skyrim DLC.
Oh, wow.
For those of you new to ESO, we release a new expansion called a chapter every year. Chapters are essentially standalone games in ESO that let you adventure in a new region of Tamriel. But you don't have to wait for the Necrom chapter to jump in. We've got so many amazing experiences you can enjoy right now. If you love games like Skyrim and Oblivion, you'll feel right at home amongst the thousands of stories unfolding across every region in ESO. And as anyone who's played a classic Elder Scrolls game knows, it's all about those feelings when you're fully immersed in the world.
Totally.
Remember that feeling when you first encountered a dragon? We've got an entire province that's overrun by dragons.
Oh, snap.
Or questioned if you were capable of taking down a frost troll in Skyrim? Try it for yourself in ESO. What about the moment you visited a city in Morrowind that was built inside the shell of a giant crab?
Oh my gosh.
For the Oblivion fans out there,
whoa,
another chance at taking on the colossal Daedric prince, Mehrunes Dagon. Just like any single-player Elder Scrolls game, you can have a blast simply by following the main quest line. Or seek out lore and learn more about the world. Become a craftsman. Go fishing. Decorate and furnish your home. Customize your character. Play it like an action RPG. And when you're ready, you can easily engage in one of the best open-world PvP systems. Run dungeons co-op with your friends for great loot. Or just join a guild to chat with others. The possibilities in this virtual world are endless. New players will immediately feel right at home because our community is one of the most, if not the most, welcoming on the planet. We invite everyone who has not yet experienced ESO to give it a try and create your own stories in our shared world. There's no required subscription and thousands of hours
That's
of
huge.
content to dig into, solo or with friends. Explore nearly every corner of Tamriel with no level restrictions. It's magical being able to travel almost anywhere you please from the moment you enter the world. ESO is available on PC and Mac, in addition to previous and current-gen consoles, including a purpose-built next-gen version for the Xbox Series X and S with high-fidelity graphics and enhanced performance modes. An added bonus for Xbox players, it's on Game Pass.
Boom. There you
And
go, Game
starting
Pass
today,
owners.
for a limited time, we're
Starting
making
today.
all past chapters available to explore for any player.
Damn.
You can test drive all of our adventures, including our take on Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion, and much, much more.
That's a lot. That's a
At
lot.
Sauce, we have so many passionate and talented developers who continue to add to Elder Scrolls lore by producing handcrafted, epic adventures, and I'm immensely proud to be a part of it. Believe me, we have tons more to share, and I can't wait for the team to show it all to you. Join us after this show for the 2023 ESO Global Reveal, where we'll go deep into all things Necrom. Thanks.
So they are doing
See
a
you
deep
in
dive.
Tamriel.
Oh man. So I didn't really get too much into the Elder Scrolls Online because I played so much World of Warcraft growing up that I was like, I've played this. And now I've played it, but I just had sunk so much time into that I didn't sink more time into another one like that. But it always looks so fun. And the fact that they keep putting more content into
Evil
it,
is swallowing up this place bit by bit.
this is what I'm ready for
Nobody ever
Redfall.
believes things can get this bad until it happens. Then it's too late. But there are people who can fight back.
Stick together! Eyes up!
Welcome to Redfall, Massachusetts, where the calm seas and sunny skies have been eclipsed by a legion of vampires. Redfall is a story-driven shooter at its heart, which can be played single-player or co-op with up to 4 players.
Hell yeah.
Choose your hero, each with their own unique abilities, and form the perfect vampire-slaying squad to take back Redfall's haunted streets.
At Arcane, we make games where the world itself is as important as the characters. With Redfall, we take an
The world
exciting
looks
step
so
forward,
good.
building a lovingly detailed open world to deliver our largest setting ever. Every
How
inch of our
big,
open
though?
world is carefully handcrafted and packed with environmental storytelling. Explore the streets of a quaint island town, from the once bustling downtown to the haunted forest to the decimated seaside boardwalk and gorgeously detailed landmarks. But it's not all danger all the time. There are safe places on the island where you can rest up, chat with survivors, and resupply. Here we're at the fire station, one of your home bases. This is one place you'll receive missions from survivors.
There's something I need you to do. The old lighthouse in the bay. It's been used for over a century to keep boats away from the coastline. If we turn it back on, it's a warning to anyone trying to come to Redfall right now. Easy, right? Well, the lighthouse keeper is a real asshole. Joined up with those cultists and took the damn lamp with him.
Go on, Bird. Oh, it looks
Here's
so
a vampire
good.
known as the Shroud. Shrouds blanket the area in darkness, disorienting their prey. They hurl lethal projectiles and can even shift through the floor to avoid damage.
Okay. So it looks like you have a specific gun, kind of like a finisher gun. I assume it's full of silver bullets. Oh, this is going to be so creepy. I can't wait. The blood is a part of me and I am the blood. That's not creepy at all. Or all those bells. It's all that blue stuff. Oh, snap! Can you not run? Okay, I was like, can you not sprint? Oh! The weapons do look so satisfying.
Bug it out.
The lighthouse is back up, but there's more waiting for you. Taking down vampires angers the vampire gods, who will summon the Rook to take you down.
Okay. Oh, God. This guy looks huge.
Let's transition to what you'll find outside of the main story missions. There's so much waiting for you. Redfall is filled with encounters that can pop up anywhere, like this brewery that's fallen under cultist control. Save the locals from being offered to the vampires. Like our past games, you can approach a mission in many different ways. Always be ready to improvise. Remy uses her combat robot Bribon to help distract and eliminate the cultists.
Whacking his tail. Oh, gosh. The blood. Ooh, okay. So there is some looting mechanics involved. I like it. Oh yeah, just blow that up.
Yep.
I would 100% blow that up. Aww. Go out with a bang. There you go. Oh, they're like mosquitoes. Like vampire mosquitoes.
Everyone's safe.
Oh.
Let's move on. Exploring Redfall will take you beyond the bounds of reality as you investigate otherworldly psychic
this part I'm
spaces to
curious
unravel
about.
the vampire's secrets. Take this vampire nest. These deadly layers change each time you step inside. Jacob sends out his raven to tag the enemies below. Deb follows up with his teleporter, instantly closing the gap.
Jolt him, okay. Okay.
To destroy a nest, you have to take out its heart, and all of the vampires willing to die to protect it.
Horrible way to die.
I woke them up. Just one bite.
Oh, yes. Finish it.
What just happened?
Now escape the nest before it comes crashing down.
It'll collapse any second.
That's cool that it's not just part of defeating the nest, like you gotta get out.
Nests aren't the only psychic spaces. You'll find dangerous pockets all over the island. It's all vampire turf, so tread carefully.
Gotcha.
I feel like this game's gonna have way more jump scares than I think.
Redfall won't
But then
truly
you'd
be safe
expect.
until the vampires are wiped from the map.
Ooh, excuse
Outside the
me.
main story, another one of your missions is to take back Redfall neighborhood by neighborhood. Find safe houses hidden all over the island, and then work your way up to the vampire controlling the neighborhood.
Okay.
To reclaim this neighborhood, you'll have to defeat
So
a
that's very
powerful
much Far
vampire
Cry elements.
called the Siphon.
Your respective
Whether
boss in
diving
each
solo
like
or with
faction
friends,
neighborhood
Each
area.
hero can take on any situation. Each brings powerful, unique abilities to the fight, and the upgrades you choose change how they play.
Oh, I love the
Layla's lift
I love the
ability
tree
can be
element, the
upgraded to
RPG
launch
tree
teammates
element.
for airborne attacks. Upgrade Layla's umbrella ability with bullet hail to absorb enemy bullets and release the energy back at them.
Oh, snap. Okay. So it's not just a shield.
There are many ways to customize your hero's ability tree to match your playstyle.
Nighty-night.
Ooh.
Let's get some light on the subject.
Let's hit on the arsenal. There's a wide range of weaponry, from military gear to new vampire slaying inventions. From shotguns to sniper rifles.
I love the look of them. Oh, that is a very... Oh,
And
that
of
is a
course,
small
there's also
ADS.
vampire stakes. Find these in the world
my
to customize
gosh.
your weapons.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's sick. I'm always for games
When you
providing
reclaim
utility, but
significant sections
also
of Redfall,
allows you
the
to
last
create
step is to
unique,
face the underboss
kind of
who controls
have
or
uniqueness
used
for
to
your own
control
character.
that neighborhood. Underbosses are powerful elites of the vampire gods with their own unique abilities, like this one's shield. When you prove
Damn.
yourself against the underboss, you'll receive a key of sorts. A skull that gets you
skull.
one step closer to facing the ultimate threat, the vampire gods.
Oh, so these bosses are going to be no joke.
Thank you for visiting Redfall.
And thank you for all the support you've shown Arcane throughout the years.
We sometimes joke that our games can be tough to define. The one thing that's consistent?
We make the kinds of games we love to play.
Hell
And that's how Redfall was born. We blended everything we love here at Arcane Austin.
Immersive open worlds, unique and customizable heroes, RPG and FPS gameplay.
And of course, our signature storytelling and rich world building.
Along with our spin on one of the most classic monsters of all time.
Vampires.
It's been amazing to see how all of us have pulled together
Give
to
us a
deliver
release
our
date.
vision
Give
for
us a
something
release
new.
date. Give us a
Redfall
release
is
date.
the biggest, most ambitious game we have ever made.
Our teams dove headfirst into this new opportunity, and we can't wait for you to experience Redfall for yourself.
On.
Thankfully, you won't have to wait too much longer.
On.
Redfall's coming on May 2nd.
Thank you again for joining us.
And we'll see you
Yes.
soon in Redfall.
I was mentally prepared for it to be a fall release. I'm so happy that they put a date on it. Let's go. And the fact that Forza hasn't put a date on it makes me think it's coming in like October, November. It'll be a holiday game. Ooh, May 2nd, here we go. So we've got a new game coming out today in hi-fi something. I'm already drawing a blank. But Redfall, May 2nd. Minecraft Legends is in March. Yeah, the only one that's not is freaking Forza. Oh, April 18th. Sorry, I don't know why I said March. Hi-Fi Rush. I'm so excited for Forza, and I'm not upset that they didn't give us a date. I'm more just bummed that they didn't give us a date because I just want to play it so bad. April 18th. I'm really excited
so
for
much fun to be working
Minecraft
with Mojang
Legends
Studios
because
on
of the
Minecraft
PvP.
Legends.
Super excited for the PvP aspect of Minecraft Legends.
This is our best sounding Forza Motorsport ever. Yeah, that was alright.
Hi-Fi Rush. Oh, put that in the download queue now. Because the art style and like the humor in it, it looks like it's gonna be a good time. Then June 20th for Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls is one that I'm not overly excited for, but I'm excited for the community, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't play it that much to really sink my teeth into it, but maybe this is what gets me going. Oh, and then Redfall coming in May is going to be great. Oh, I can't get over the fact that you didn't give me a Forza date. Oh, I wanted the Forza date so bad. Look at everyone else with the date, and we just got coming in 2023. No. Oh. You know, if the one thing I have to complain about is Forza not releasing a date out of all the things we saw, that is a great complaint to have, a great problem to have. I mean, Minecraft Legends looks phenomenal. I was not expecting the PvP portion, and honestly, that is what's getting me very excited, is the PvP portion. Redfall getting a May 2nd release. I thought that was going to be another victim of delays, and I thought it was going to be more another holiday one. Hi-Fi Rush coming out today. The fact that it did not get leaked, from what I'd like to think I've got a pretty decent pulse on like rumors and like rumor mill and things like that. So the fact that that blindsided me is awesome. I love when teams and dev teams can keep things tight to chest and surprise people, kind of the way Apple does with their products, where they're like, here's this new product. Oh, by the way, you can pre-order it now and get it in 2 weeks. This is even to the next level of, oh, by the way, it is ready today. Not a demo, not a beta, not early access. It is the whole game here and now. So that is huge. And Elder Scrolls, happy for the community, super happy for them to be getting another chapter that seems very fleshed out like the rest of their content. Oh, you got Redfall, Forza, Minecraft, Elder Scrolls, and Hi-Fi Rush. That is a very, very good showing, in my opinion, for Xbox. Giving us the information we wanted, giving dates for when things are coming out, and highlighting a lot of games that have been honestly pretty hyped up for Xbox to be coming this year. They stuck to their word. They're not going to show anything. Well, I guess they showed something new. They showed Hi-Fi Rush, but they stuck to the word. No Starfield. That's going to be a later date, its own thing. But everything we learned today, I think, not only gets me excited for the games, but sets an expectation. And setting expectations for gamers, I think, is so important, because it's so easy to get lost in the clouds or to think this game's going to suck. You name it. They set an expectation, they gave us information, and they showed us what is to come, and it's only scratching the surface. So I'm super excited. Drop a comment and let me know what part of this showcase you were most excited about and which game you're looking forward to the most that they talked about within this developer direct. Love to hear your thoughts. Love to hear your opinions. Is there any game you couldn't care less about of these 5? Let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. While you're there, go ahead. If you want to show some love, tap that like button. And if you don't want to miss out on future playthroughs, previews, and reviews, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. This is Josh Robinson, Joystick Gamer. Thank you so much for watching the Xbox Developer Direct with me. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. And you know the drill. Stay gaming out there.